What's up, everybody? You guys already know what it is. It's your boy Ant. Welcome back to another episode of Ant's Machines and Things, baby. Today we are out here in the garage working on Baby Blue. That's the name I decided to come up for my new motorcycle. Her name is Baby Blue. For you guys that are new here, go check out the first video that I have of me picking up this bike when I first laid eyes on this beauty. But this is my 1997 Kawasaki Vulcan 800. And I picked this up a week before my birthday, and I've been working on it for about 2 weeks now, doing some things after work, but I've gotten a lot of things done to it so far, and I've put a little bit of money into it. I've gotten a couple parts and everything, so that's the point of this video. I kind of want to go over where I am with the process and give everybody an update. Today I got off of work and I was freaking bored, so as you see, I'm out there in my pajama clothes and my Vans. Don't freaking judge me. But I was like, let's go ahead and start tearing this bike apart and getting it to the point that I want to get it to. So part one of me tearing this bike down was tackling them saddlebags. I had to go ahead and take them saddlebags off, to be honest. I don't think that I'm going to be riding with them saddlebags, so let's go ahead and get them off of there. Over the winter time, I have accumulated a decent amount of tools. As y'all can see, got this right angle Milwaukee impact wrench that has been coming in handy and clutch, honestly, for a lot of the jobs that I've been doing lately. I got a new set of 3/8 sockets to go with it as well, so it's really been nice not having to dig those toolbox anymore. But as y'all can see, I got this first left side saddlebag off. It got a whole bunch of dead spider eggs behind it and everything, so it's kind of gross. But the original owner left some goodies in here for me. He left 2 old rags. They really look old, honestly, but he never used them. Looks like some kind of crankcase boat tool or something, and then an old baseball. So I think that's pretty neat. Nothing crazy inside the saddlebag, but it was cool just to find something in general. Same process for the saddlebag on the right side. There's pretty much, when you open up the saddlebags, there's 2 bolts in there. I can't remember if they're 8mm or 10mm. I believe that they're 10mm. But there are 2 bolts pretty much in the inside of the saddlebags that you just buzz out really quickly, and it's just holding on the bracket and it comes right out. So go ahead and took both of the saddlebags off the rear. It makes the bike look a lot more slimmer, a lot faster already, and a lot more me. So that was definitely the first part of the process in today's video, was taking them dang on saddlebags off. After removing both saddlebags, it was time to move to the back of the bike and tackle the license plate. Now, this license plate expired in May of 2001, a month after I was born, literally. So this bike has been sitting for the past 24 years, and I think it's crazy because that's how old I am. So this bike has been sitting for the past 24 years. But it's 4 bolts with some washers on the back of them to take this license plate off. Nothing too crazy. The license plate holder looks brand spanking new behind it, so that was a pretty cake thing to take that plate off. Moving along from the license plate, we get to the front of the bike, and it's time to take off this dusty and crusty windshield that honestly I'm not going to be using. There was a couple of bolts on the back of it and a couple of screws on the back of it holding it down, so I went around, zipped those out, and pulled this hecker off. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of riding and probably not a lot of highway riding like that, so I'm not really too worried about having this on the bike. And honestly, it looks like some old man type stuff, and I'm not an old man, so let's go ahead and get that up out of here. And we'll keep that as well. We'll clean it up and get it looking brand spanking new, but I don't know if I'm going to put it back on the bike. So after taking them saddlebags off and taking that big old windshield off of the front of it, it has completely transformed the whole look of the bike. It looks 10 times better already. It looks 10 times lighter. It looks 10 times sleeker. It looks 10 times cleaner. It looks a lot better already. So after that, we're going to go ahead and take this seat off to go ahead and get to the internal guts to see what we got going on up inside the bike. It's just literally 1 bolt in the back that you unscrew out. I believe that it's an 8mm, and then you have to pop the seat out of a bracket and it comes right off. Underneath the seat looks brand spanking new. I mean, this bike is in immaculate condition for the year it is. It's almost 30 years old. It'll be 30 years old soon. But the bike is in in extremely good condition considering the fact that it was left indoors. I'm just expecting to find mice and all kind of bugs and maybe all kind of rust, but every single thing that I've been taking apart just looks so good. After getting that seat off, it's time to go ahead and take this gas tank off. But in order to take the gas tank off, you got to take the speedometer off on top of it. So that's what we're going to do first. It's three 8mm bolts right on the top that you got to unscrew out. And up underneath there, up underneath that plastic part that you pop up, is going to be two electrical connectors under there that you have to disconnect. And it is going to be your speedometer cable up underneath there that you have to unloosen and twist out. So once you get them two electrical connectors taken out and that speedometer taken out, you can take this nice speedometer out. I'm going to do a nice chrome restoration on this, and it's going to look brand spanking new. So we're going to set that aside for now. Once you remove that speedometer, it gives you access to the bolt in front of the gas tank that's holding the gas tank on. So go ahead and pop that out, and then it's the second bolt behind the gas tank that you can screw out as well. And then it's a couple of connectors on there, a gas line going to the petcock, and then it's another vacuum hose on the right side of the gas tank that you'll need to disconnect. But other than that, it should pop right out nice and easy like that. And again, the bottom of this dang on gas tank looks brand new. The only thing that I realized in this video is that the petcock was frozen, so I haven't got to mess around with it just yet, but that was something that I noted. That's definitely 20-year-old gas that's been sitting in that bike this long, because I've never smelled anything that foul in my life. It wasn't like any dead kind of smell foul, but it was like expired chemical just stung your lung when I sniffed it. I'm like, yeah, that's old gas. But after getting that gas tank off, the next step of me breaking down this whole bike pretty much is me taking this air filter out. So on top of the actual air filter assembly is this black air housing or something I'm gonna call it. I don't know exactly the name of that, but it's a couple of bolts on there that you have to pop off, and that thing literally just slides right off. And then we move over to the actual air filter assembly that we have to break down. So let's see what's inside. It is little nut on the front of it with a washer, so be careful not to drop the washer. But you unscrew that, and this stainless steel cover pops right off, giving you access to the air filter itself. Now this is definitely the original air filter. It's crumbling in pieces and everything, so I'm definitely gonna get a new one. I'm looking at them already on Amazon. I've been looking at the K&N one specifically, but I'm definitely gonna need to change that air filter. The outside with this Kawasaki 800 on it looks like this, but once I do this chrome restoration, it's gonna be shining. Getting down to the nitty gritty, I finally got access to the battery, so let's go ahead and pop that baby out. One thing that's pretty cool about this is I don't think that this is the original battery, because everything from this bike was made in Japan, but this is a Sears battery. So I don't know if they got this battery maybe the first couple of years or something. Maybe the original battery went bad or something like that. I don't know. Last but not least, the piece of the puzzle that I've honestly been looking forward to getting to this whole time and checking out the inside is this carburetor. Now the float feels really nice. It's not sticking or anything, and it's still got that nice carburetor float sound to it, but I do see that build up residue in there or whatever. So honestly, I'm going to take it all the way out, and I want to give it a nice clean up, check the jets and everything in the inside. Now, of freaking course, I didn't get it on video of me struggling to get it out. I just got the end of me already having it out. But it took me a little while to get this carburetor out. It's like two little Allen key screws on the intake manifold that you need to unloosen to get the carburetor boot to slide out the boot. And honestly, they're really freaking hard to get to. If it was easy, everybody would do it. That's what my dad tells me all the time. So whenever you're working on any bike, again, this is my first motorcycle, so don't listen to me like I know everything in the world, but I just know that when you're working with anything small, anything finicky, to take your time, because it can get irritating real quick, and that's how you break stuff. So just take your time when doing this kind of stuff. Never be in a rush. And YouTube University is the way to figure out anything that you might have questions to. stay tuned for the next video, guys. I will be going deeper into this rebuild. I'll be breaking down the carburetor and seeing what the inside of that looks like, checking the needle jets and everything. I'll also be cracking this radiator open, checking the reservoir and all that stuff like that. I gotta take the tires off and all that fun stuff. I got a lot more stuff to do to this bike before we can get it on the road, guys. So if you haven't already, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, baby, to stay up with all the videos that I got coming on my new motorcycle. Again, this is a 1997 Kawasaki Vulcan 800 cruiser motorcycle, and it has been sitting stored in a garage for the past 24 years, and somehow, somewhere, your boy stumbled upon it, and I'm about to get it running again. So I've been breaking it down completely like I did in today's video. And the next video I'm coming, like I said, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper and break it down a little bit deeper. So love you all. See you guys on the next video. You guys already know what it is. It's your boy Ant.